So one of my audience members attempts a gotcha moment, and I was laughing because in my last video, I was talking about what Colin Moriarty said about exclusivity, where, one of his audience members was talking about how people are being disingenuous, trying to point out that PlayStation is publishing games or is a third-party publisher, when in reality, they're not the same as Xbox. So here's what I think is going on. There's a little bit of cognitive dissonance with a lot of the PlayStation fanboys. In their minds, they think that moving your games to another console makes you a third-party publisher. Actually, no, this is what they think. They think moving your games to Xbox makes you a third-party publisher. But then when they move their games to Xbox, they're not a third-party publisher. Or when they move their games to another console, there's a little caveat there. Oh, well, MLB made Nintendo do it. Oh, well, it's not Xbox, it's PC. All of these little qualifiers, but they don't really, help their case. It just shows that there's a little bit of a weird, I don't know, it's a cult-like obsession at the end of the day as to what in the heck it is that they're saying. Now, in that video, I told, I said, Colin Moriarty calling and saying that, Xbox is, not exclusive when you can play all Xbox games, on PC is very interesting because you can do the same with PlayStation. The only people that will practice exclusivity and are doing it right is Nintendo. And so one of my audience members said, haha, see, even you have a Nintendo. And so you see that there's, a reason and an importance for exclusives. If you want to be able to sell your hardware and your games can do it, then practice full exclusivity. But here's the, comment. And then here's my response, because I think this is a very interesting. So shout out to Delusion of Grandeur. You said, the same guy, as you said this, you said, also, you even have your own Switch in your house due to exclusives. Yet, for some reason, you can't see why others would own the hardware due to exclusives. Well, if the game companies will stop putting their games on PC, then I'd probably consider owning their hardware, don't you think? And this is exactly, I think you proved my point. PlayStation games are available everywhere. My children are not going to need a PlayStation, right? They're the ones that game in the house, already built them, gave them their own gaming PCs, and they can play these PlayStation so-called exclusives on there. So why would I go buy a $500, console that will lock them in? They got to do PlayStation Plus. They can all play their Ninja Turtle games. They can play them, online because they're on Steam for free. They can do local co-op and all of those benefits that I get. So it's a better platform on PC than PlayStation. And even still, even if they had these exclusives, to be very honest, they're so one and done. And that's what I've also noticed as well from a lot of people, because I play these Spider-Man games and that's it. I forget them. They beat the Spider-Man games or they beat the whatever games and they sit there. They want to go back to playing the games that have that community feel to them. In our house, those games are the Lego games and the Ninja Turtles games. That's what the kids love to play and love to jam out to. It's kind of like their thing. We play these Lego games because there's the local co-op, or they'll play the Ninja Turtles games because there's a local co-op, and if they want to play on their personal devices, they can pretty much hook up online without any problems. So again, each platform offering something unique more than exclusives is what makes the platform quite, make it stand out. Steam never really used exclusivity to pull people to its platform. What it used to pull people to its platform was a customer-centric approach. Exclusivity is not it's not a customer-centric approach. It's only the platform-centric approach because they're the ones who get to benefit the most from it. Developers have always thought that, maybe somewhere, somehow, they'll benefit from exclusivity if they go to these platforms, if they go do these deals. But lately, what have we been seeing? Koei Tecmo wanting to move into publishing by itself and, in a sense, abandoning this exclusivity thing because they're seeing that their games have a potential to reach bigger audiences. In the case of Square Enix Final Fantasy, they want to now go and take their game multi-plat. So they're actually vying for a position to Xbox. They want the Xbox share. Why? Because it's not working. The live service pressure. Nintendo doesn't have that pressure, Delusion of Grandeur. They don't. Give them a few years. When they go make themselves a much more powerful hardware that can power a lot of these games, and you're going to see that even they will start feeling the market pressure because 72 million copies of Mario Kart is simply because, what's the name of the game? Call of Duty is not sucking up your player base. And that's exactly the difference. So if you're not looking at these, particular areas in terms of each, platform and what they're facing and what they're going through, you're going to pretty much miss exactly why Nintendo can, maintain exclusivity. They're actually privileged to do so, and they're taking advantage of it, while everybody else has to put their games on PC, or in the case of PlayStation and MLB The Show, Xbox, and Lego Horizon Adventures, Nintendo Switch, and in the case of Xbox, they can put their games on PlayStation. They cannot simply fight against the market forces that face them. This is exactly where they are. So I don't know how else to actually put it here, just to let you know, like, yo. And again, one of the best things about this is, and I say this to everybody, you need to experience. And I remember when Doc did the video, he said you need to experience PC gaming for yourself and try it out at least once if you can. If you don't, if you can, that's a different case. But if you actually can, you need to give yourself the chance to give it a try. Everybody is so quick to say, I don't need a PC. It's a this. Everyone has criticisms that are already loaded up without actually trying the platform out. Give it a try. You owe yourself that at least before you know. I gave the PlayStation a try. I enjoyed it when I felt like there was value there. I even gave the Xbox a try, right? Just to see what was going on. So maintaining an open mind actually helps you. I even gave the Nintendo Switch a try. It's crazy. As much as I look at, because the kids, I still, and by the way, before I even got the Switch, they already started, I already started getting PCs for the kids. And I looked and I said, well, what will be, a game that they can play? Little did I know that there were many, many more platformers that were available out there, because I'm not really, big on platformers. But once I started doing a little bit of looking, I didn't even look far. And I saw games like Psychonauts. I saw a lot of different games that they could basically play that did not require you to have a Nintendo. You get a very fun experience at the end of the day. But look at the PlayStation and Xbox ecosystem. It's bombarded by live service games. I mean, PlayStation players pushed Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League to number 9 when the game went on sale as one of the top played games in that week. I mean, are you kidding me? How can PlayStation maintain exclusivity in this kind of an environment? They just simply can't. They just simply cannot. These games are sucking time from the gamers. Look at Xbox. How can Xbox maintain exclusivity in this environment? On top of that, console sales not working. They can't. I think we got to take a logical approach to this, because if you're our business and you're here to actually make money, that's not going to be healthy for your business overall. You're just literally going to be leaving money on the table. And I think people who want exclusivity, what do you want? You get the game anyways. Like, you literally do. Are you worried about PlayStation fans mouthing and talking? PlayStation fans are literally, what do they call it? They're literally basically, the narrative shifters. That's what, not all of them, but many of the hyper PlayStation fans and their, console podcasts and stuff, all they do is sit there and just say weird stuff. So you can't be worried about what they're saying. You just have to focus on the platform that you want to play on if they offer you what it is that you want. If they don't, jump ship. Thanks for watching the video. Appreciate you guys so much. Peace out.